Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Cab, and today in this video I'm going to talk about the books that I'm going to reread because I really love these books and I read all these books when I was very young, in high school I think, and so stay tuned for this. The first book is The Girl Next Door by John Ketchem, and this is the book when I bought it, it was in a horror genre, and so I thought that this is going to be a horror novel, but when I read it, it's more than horror, it's amazing. This is about a teenage girl, Meg, who was tortured by neighborhood children and by her cousins, and they thought that this is going to be a fun, but it was very brutal and cruel kind of torture they were doing with her, and the torture and the brutality done by their aunts and cousins were so bad that when you read it you just feel fear, because that was so much brutal that it's still fresh in my mind, that it's hurt. When you read it, it's really hard that how can anyone do something like that. Children were abused everywhere, all around the world. First I thought that India was the only country where it's happening. Children were abused and were kept as servants, but it's happening all around the world, and this is very same. And if you have not read this book yet, you should check it out because this is so amazing. It was like I read it today or yesterday, but it was so amazing. You should absolutely try this out. The next book is Jane Eyre by Charlotte Bronte. You have heard so many things about this book, and this is about this girl named Jane who just it was her struggle in her life, because when she was a child, her parents were dead and she went to live with her aunt, and there she felt that it was not happening good, and she went there somewhere other places, and she just migrated from one place to another for just settlements, and once she became a mistress in somewhere palace like that thing, and there he met a man and just fell in love with him, and they were going to marry, but then she find out that he is already married, and it hurt her very much, and this is totally different story. I just thought about classics, but this is so good. You should absolutely check it out. This is really amazing. The best thing about this book is that the courage and positivity of Jane, because she goes through a very worst situations, but she never lose hope, and she just hope for the best, and it happens to her, and that's why you should read this because this is really amazing. The next book is the autobiography of a yogi by Paramahansa Yogananda, and this is the journey of Paramahansa of finding his guru. He just went through so many gurus, but he was just in journey to find the real guru, with whom he spent his life and learned everything that yogis do. And this is the really spiritual, mesmerizing and magical book. If you read this, you will find peace in your mind, and I'm not that kind of person who believes in God, but if you believe in God, this is going to be a best read for you. And this book contains some illustration. Let me show you. It has so many pictures like that it make us see that there is pictures of his gurus. There is so many pictures of when he become a yogi and a successful person, and he went abroad for preaching. And this is really a nice book if you just trying to find a peace and want some magical things to know. This is going to be a really good read. You should try this out. The next book is To Kill a Mockingbird by Harper Lee, and this is the book. I read this book when I was in high school, and I did not get much of what this is all about, but I came to know after that this is a story of but black man who was charged with rape with white girl, and this is a really famous book. I'm just thinking about reading it, but right now I'm listening to an audiobook for this, and everybody say that this is a really good novel. This story is illustrated by a small girl named Scout, and who goes to for summer vacation with his brother Jim, and their father was a lawyer. And this story is really amazing. You should try it out. If you have read this, you will absolutely know how amazing this is, and if you have not read it, you should absolutely try it. These are my reread books, and if you have not read any of this, you should definitely check this out, because these are so amazing and these are my favorite. So if you want any of these books review, let me know in comment below. I will do this for you. And that's it for today, guys. Thanks for watching. Bye.